fight fans? It's Monday, so we should probably take a look at my sack. My mail sack. Each week leading up to a brand new Triple THS on Wednesday, I look to you, the fans, for questions coherent enough to answer on the show. And in the spirit of the holiday season, I'm gonna answer 20 questions today instead of just 10. Let's do this shit. Tommy Sack. First up, Joe Farina. Why were you in the hospital last week? I won't bore you with the details, Joe. It involved the tip of my beard, a huge misunderstanding, a stripper's right calf, and some firefighter-grade fire hose. Next question, Doc Holliday. Tommy, when you go to the movies, do people in front of you get pissed when you use their armrest? What really pisses them off is when I steal all their popcorn and yell through the entire movie. Chronicles of Narnia, more like Chronicles of Vagina. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, this one comes from Michael DeVittorio. What would be the best meal to have before a fight and why? Great question, Mike. I would say a lot of dairy, at least a gallon of milk or so. That's within 10 to 15 minutes of the fight. Before that, get some fast food. Taco Bell will give you that extra boost you need to win. Oh, and avoid water, lean meats, and veggies. That's us for pussies. Our next question comes from Matty O. All jokes aside, what should I get my girlfriend for Christmas? Matty, I will put all jokes aside. Honestly, you should get something for yourself to open when you exchange gifts. Because your happiness is all the gifts she'll ever want. Also, avoid diamonds, trips to exotic locations, and a Lexus wrap with a ridiculously large bow. Chicks hate that shit. Vinny Gardner, would you like some horse meat with that? God damn it, Vinny, you know I love horse meat. Alright, this is from Toronto UFC fan. The injury bug has had a stellar year thus far. At one point, even tag teaming with Asana. What's next? I think he's got big plans for 2013. What's on your agenda, injury bug?
Banana peels!
He's into banana peels right now. Okay, this one's from Alexis P. Are you the black version of Coach Jamie Huey? Alexis, I'm the hex code C99F75 version of Jamie Huey. You see, my skin doesn't really indicate any particular affiliation. Could be white, could be black, I could pretty much be anything. If my skin color had a name, it would be Jason fucking Bourne. We're actually trying to get Crayola to name a color Jason fucking Bourne right now. But apparently that name isn't kid-friendly. Ed Simonson! Women fighting in the UFC is now a reality. So who wins? Martha Stewart or Rosie O'Donnell? And what's the finish? Martha Stewart's been to prison. Sure, it was for insider trading, but make no mistake, she will fuck you up in a heartbeat. Plus, she's crafty as shit. She can transform 2 cans of refried beans and a pencil sharpener into a fucking summer cottage. Martha all the way via early submission. Unless Rosie gets off one of those nasty overhand rights she's been known for. Alright, this one's from Cuddletastic. What would it take to make you move to Metro? A hell of a lot more than allowing me to vote for the next member of Team Metro. What the hell does that even mean, by the way? Are they gonna train together now? No, they're just gonna appear in those stupid ass spots every goddamn commercial break. Let me market your phone service, Metro. I'll come up with all kinds of crazy shit, like, I don't know, explaining what the fuck differentiates your service instead of showing people Cain Velasquez and Frankie Edgar punching shit in the dark. Next question up's from Mike Panero. What the fuck? Why can't I get a question on your show? No love for NYC? Is it because we haven't legalized MMA? That's exactly why, Mike. You tell New York that I'm not putting questions on until they legalize MMA. That should finally get the ball rolling, right? Okay, this one's from Fedor Emelianenko. Nah, just kidding. Why was Pluto taken out of our solar system? You didn't hear? They caught him stealing money from Jupiter's wallet. Yeah, it was a pretty ugly scene. Then he called Mars a bitch, and you know how he gets when he's drunk. It's like, Pluto, calm the fuck down, dude. We don't need to hear about your dad walking out every fucking Saturday when you have a little too much wild turkey. Honestly, it was a long time coming. He never really fit in with that group anyway. Okay, next question's from Ryan English. Why do they sterilize needles for lethal injections? Do you think it's to keep foreign contaminants from mixing with the injections and creating zombies? And if said zombies started the apocalypse, what's your weapon of choice for murking said zombies? Ryan, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, I'm getting some Juggernog, finding a good place to run around a circle, and pack-a-punching whatever the mystery box provides me. That is until one of my teammates gets downed and I'm forced to try and save them, even though it's just gonna happen again next round. Jim T. Bishop, if you sneezed and farted at the same time, would it finally force you to blink? Nope. Okay, next up, Ambassador Farron Fakahuno. Have you seen my sack question? It's missing. I had it and then I lost it. I think Twitter ate it. Have you checked under the sofa cushions? That's where I leave most of my sack questions. I bet that's where it's at. Brad Kennersley. I bet you can't say toy boat 10 times fast. Toy boat, 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 toy boat. That was that. Next question, Shane Balkowitz. Tommy, if you were an etymologist, what phylum would the injury bug be classified in? His phylum is Douchebagathus in the kingdom Dickheadia. This one comes from Ethan Goss. Why didn't Bilbo just go ahead and kill Gollum in the cave while he was invisible when he had the chance? Tell him, Gandalf.
It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand.
Plus, that'd be like stealing coins from a homeless guy's cup and then punching him in the face just because. Pretty fucked up. Okay, Leash Bertrand. Who would win in these Christmas MMA fights? Frosty the Snowman versus Misfit Elf, Yukon Cornelius versus Kevin from Home Alone, the Griswolds versus Bad Santa, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer versus the Muppet Scrooge. Well, Frosty doesn't give a fuck and he's pretty much immortal. Misfit Elf couldn't even become a dentist, so Frosty all the way. Yukon's a badass, but people underestimate just how fucked up the traps are that Kevin McAllister set up in Home Alone. Add to that the fact that he's been attacked by Joe Pesci on 2 separate occasions in his life, and I don't see any way Yukon pulls out the victory. victory. Bad Santa was malnourished and an alcoholic, plus he's fighting an entire family. So even though the Griswolds are about as dysfunctional as Apple Maps, they've got numbers on their side, and Cousin Eddie's got reach. As far as the last fight's concerned, Rudolph is the most overrated character of all time. He didn't overcome adversity. He gave in to the jackasses around him who didn't like him, because his freak deformity made him cool with Santa for one night. What's the message to kids? If you don't fit in because people are being judgmental dicks, wait until what makes you different is useful to them, so you can then get in good with those same judgmental dicks. Muppet Scrooge, first round stoppage. Next question, Dan Brown. Is Sokoju actually Predator? I don't know, but a good way to test it is to just stand there in the cage and not fight him. A Predator wouldn't think the fight was challenging enough and leave you alone. A human would knock you unconscious. It's the only way we're gonna get any answers, so try it out and let me know. Okay, last question of the day. Omar Sangarima. If Rickson were to fight a T-Rex, would a safe bet for the finish still be Rickson by armbar? Omar, Rickson Gracie would win by armbar against a double amputee. That's all I got, guys. If I didn't answer your question, keep on trying. Statistical probability says I'll pick you eventually. Don't forget to tune in Triple THS this Wednesday, where I'll go over all the fights that happened this weekend, plus look ahead to GSP versus Diaz. See you on Wednesday, fight fans!